Namanda, 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 Namanda. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning here at the Salinas Buddhist Temple. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is David Correia. I'm the Minister's Assistant at the Monterey Peninsula Buddhist Temple. This morning, if you please join me in Gasho for the opening and reading. One who is to enjoy the purity of both body and mind walks the path to Buddhahood, breaking the net of selfish, impure thoughts and evil desires. He who is calm in mind acquires peacefulness and thus is able to cultivate his mind day and night with more diligence. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Sutra chanting will begin with Sambujo on page 23 of your Purple Service Handbook, followed by Jusege on page 91. Shoujo san kumyo, kosai shuyakunan, kaichi egen, meshi konmoan, hesoku shoakudo, sudatsu zen shumon, Osojo manzo, iyoro jepo, nichigatsu shujuki, tenkon bugen, ishu kaihozo, koseku dokuho, Jodai shuchu, seppo shishiku, kuyo isai butsu, gusoku shutoku hon, gane shitsu joman, tokui sangayo, yobutsu mugechi, Sudatsumi Fusho, Ganga Kueri, Toshi Sai Shoson, Shiganya Koka, Daisen no Kando, Koku Shotenin, Touchin Myoke. Namandabu, 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 Namandabu. Ganishi Utoku, Yodo Seisai, Don Bodaishin, Ojo Namanda, Namanda, Namamida, Namamida, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Thank you. We will now do Namo Amida Butsu on page 174 of your purple silk.
Amen.
on page 10. Difficult is it to receive a human form, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Dharma of the Buddha, now we hear it. If we do not cross over to the truth of the present life, and what life shall we cross over? Let sincerity and true reverence take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we, together with all sentient beings, awaken to the great way of enlightenment and to the unsurpassed intent of Amida Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we, together with all sentient beings, enter the storehouse of the Dharma, becoming like the wisdom ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we, together with all sentient beings, become units in true accord and harmony with all things. The peerless, profound, and wondrous Dharma is rare to encounter, even in many hundreds and thousands of kalpas. Now we are privileged to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Before I begin my Dharma talk, I just want to say how awesome it is here at Salinas, because when you walk into this place, you feel like you're in a Hollywood movie. I feel like I'm a movie star right now. And also the fact that the music covers up my horrible singing, I even appreciate it even more, so thank you. So at this time, if you please join me in Gasha. My eyes being hindered by blind passions, I cannot perceive the light that grasps me. Yet great compassion without tiring illumes me always. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you. So, what I just read to you, you probably have heard it before, but have you truly reflected on it? So compassion from Amida that is so huge that as a human being, we can't even fathom the idea of the greatness. Think about what I just read. My eyes being hindered by blind passions, I cannot perceive the light that grasps me. Yet great compassion without tiring illumes me always. So think about that. We are so wrapped up in our everyday wants and desires that it seems to go unnoticed, or you think that you're such a horrible person that Amida's compassion is not meant for you. So here we are streaming our service here in Salinas, which is great because just like when our doors are open, all are welcome to come. So those visiting us for the first time, watching the streaming service on YouTube, they may be sitting there thinking, well, I'm not even part of the temple. I'm not even Buddhist. I'm actually atheist, or I'm Muslim, I'm Christian, Jewish, or Catholic. Maybe you're part of the LGBTQ community. Maybe you're poor, or maybe you're even a criminal. Well, guess what? All that I just read to you, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Amida Buddha is there for you, for me, for all of us. So I just want to make this very clear before I continue on with this. I had talked to one of my friends about Amida Buddha, and we have to understand the concept of Amida Buddha is infinite compassion and infinite wisdom. It's so huge that we can't even grasp the concept and time and space and just how big it is. So I want you to keep that in mind as I continue my Dharma message here. So my question to you would be, have you not suffered enough in this world? We wake up to bad news constantly nowadays. We are still in a pandemic. People are still getting sick and dying. People being filled with hate and fighting over their views on politics. We have racial injustice and protests. We have riots that have torn apart communities. Fires burning in our beautiful state. It just doesn't seem to end for anybody. So much that you think, I should just throw in the towel and not even bother just to do anything anymore. So maybe you don't know or you've forgotten about a child that lost both parents, saw famine, fire, and earthquakes. This kid saw death and disaster. They surrounded him constantly. This kid could have lost all hope, but he didn't. He knew that he needed to help humanity. That kid is our founder, Shinran Shonin. So can you imagine if he just gave up on the world? He just said, I'm done. I'm not even going to deal with this no more. I'm finished. There would be no Jodo Shinshu. We wouldn't be sitting here today. This temple would not exist. We would not be part of this sect of Buddhism. We must continue to push forward. We must make a positive impact on others and believe in ourselves. Maybe we're so used to suffering that we don't know how to accept love. Yes, life is suffering. We are born, we get sick, we grow old, and we die. So why would you want to waste any of that time? So I'm going to read this. It's from the book of A Miserable Life. It reads, "The light of compassion illumes us always, and the darkness of our ignorance is always broken through. Yet the clouds and mists of greed, desire, anger, and hatred always obscure the sky of true faith. But though the light of the sun is veiled by clouds and mist, below them there is still brightness." So greed, desire, anger, and hatred are nothing new. They have been here since man first appeared. Does this mean we should continue on the wrong path? I am guilty as having these clouds obscure my view from the right path. They blind me and I lose my way. However, I can feel Amita's compassion calling out to me, so I can be guided back to that right path. I don't feel judged or have fingers pointed at me, and I guarantee you that won't happen to you either. He will get you on that right path. He will guide you to that pure land. So clear those clouds that obscure your vision. Call out to him through the Nembutsu. Know that there is a better day awaiting you. Know that his love and compassion for you is eternal. It has and always will be there. You just have to accept it. Please join me in Gassho. The light of compassion illumes us always, and the darkness of our ignorance is already broken through. Yet the clouds and mists of greed, desire, anger, and hatred always obscure the sky of true faith. But though the light of the sun is veiled by clouds and mists, below them there is still brightness. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandavus. Namandavus. Thank you. We will now have the Gatha on Doksan 2 on page 220. We'll now have the closing reading. Please join me in Gassho. Buddha keeps away from these discriminations and looks upon the world as upon a passing cloud. To Buddha, every definite thing is illusion. He knows that whatever the mind grasps and throws away is unsubstantial. Thus he transcends the pitfalls of images, discriminative thought. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. I just want to say thank you to everybody that helped set up for this morning's service. I just want to let everybody know that there's a lot of work that goes into making sure that that they're able to stream into your homes from the temple. I hope everybody remains safe. Please take care of yourselves, take care of your family, and please take care of your community. Once I'm gone, we will have announcements. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank Correia for the Osonae. The announcement is that October Shotsuki and Eitaikyo service is scheduled for next week, October 18th. Our guest speaker is Reverend Rinban Kusunoki of Seattle, Betsuin. We already have his video recording, so we'll be airing that during our live cast. So it will be both in Japanese and English. I think we probably will post this ahead of time so you can see it at your leisure. And we can make it available on DVD if you like. We can deliver that to you. So if you would like to have that, please give me or Mariko a call. And we'll be distributing Keirokai gifts sometime toward the end of the week, maybe starting Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So please expect a call from us. We'll be coming to visit you to deliver our gifts. So next week's is Eitaikyo and October Shotsuki, so we'll be announcing the Shotsuki family during the service. And we had a fairly successful temple yard cleanup on Saturday. Everything looks fairly clean. Most of the shrubs been taken care of. So thank you very much for everybody that showed up. 今日のお供えは倉村香織さんにやってもらいました。ありがとうございます。で、来週の日曜日、オクトーバー10月18日は永代教と10月の小月法要です。ゲストスピーカーはシアトル別院の林番楠木先生です。すでにもうビデオをいただいております。英語と日本語のバージョンもらっていますから、前もってウェブサイトとかYouTube サイトに載せるつもりです。ご覧になってください。非常にグッドスピーカーの方です。そして今週の終わりの頃に敬老会の人たちにギフトを用意してお届けします。だから電話をしますからエクスペクトしてください。そしてサタデーにお寺のヤード掃除を行いました。たくさんの人に来ていただいてありがとうございます。すごくきれいになりました。それで以上です。ありがとうございます。 So we will conclude the service for today. Thank you very much for watching. We'll do it again next week.